Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Depends on where you're at in your time zone. And today we're meeting for a mastermind. I want to bring your attention. It's mastermind. It's not me preparing a presentation. I want us to get to know each other. So I would ask, as you speak, as you add value to this mastermind, please say your name and your location so we can just start remembering who's from where and how we can start sending referrals to each other. So, with this being said, today's agenda is creating content. And I want us to start from realizing that creating content doesn't necessarily mean creating content for social media. It's more than that. That's YouTube, that's your blogs, that's your podcast. There are so many different areas where we can explore today, where we can make content, what's working in your market, and how we can rip off and duplicate of what's working for our cohorts, our friends in different states, and even I see Lori in Canada. So what I want us to start having a conversation rather than me preparing a speech. I want to ask you, what kind of content feels the easiest for you to create so far? Can someone unmute yourself and share what type of content is the easiest to create?
I'll share.
All right.
Lee Romano, Cocoa Beach, Florida. Beautiful, sunny Cocoa Beach, Florida. Not so beautiful, not so sunny today. That's why the sweatshirt. I've been finding recently that short stories about local things. I did something really silly. I had an hour off. I went to a boat ramp in a park right on one of the rivers here, and I just did a minute and a half about the boat ramp and how convenient it is, and how if you don't actually have to live on the water here in Cocoa Beach to be able to enjoy the water, those kind of things. And in a day, I had 600 views on it, which I thought was a lot. Obviously, the objective here is to get leads rather than views, but I think that was a good start. So I did another time with another local thing, and again, I had a whole bunch of people just get on there and look at like it and all. So I thought that was easy, and it got a lot of attention.
Excellent. All right. Well, with short form content, I think it will be the main for most of you, right? We all create content for Facebook, for Instagram, and what Lee does creates three traction. First traction is attraction. Lee posts, I'm just taking that particular example. You posted on a topic that creates people want to move to Space Coast, and this type of content is valuable for them. As you progress with this short form content, the next goal for us is to create trust from this short form content that can transform into conversations, right? And conversations turn to getting ourselves clients. So what I have, let me ask this question. What type of content, Lee, maybe we'll continue on this since you mentioned short form content. What type of content do you consume most yourself?
That's a question. I think I'm on YouTube, and not necessarily the short form, but the best of this or the 7 best of that. Those kind of things I'll look at myself.
Interesting. So you more focused on YouTube, and I'm mostly focused on YouTube myself. Love YouTube, and good video, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Love it.
First try.
Yes. So continue on this. Where do you find your clients paying more attention? I understand you enjoy short form, but where are you actually paying more attention?
I don't know the answer to that question. I do think with the short form, those local things that we are just talking about,
Okay.
I think part of it is, in the world of doing here, I like to see what's going on up the street from me or down the block from me. So it's local. Nobody is going to care about Kelly Park boat ramp, but people here do.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. Well, we have short content as an example. Who uses way of another type of content, a pillar, if you will, in their business and in success? Can anyone else share other than Lee with his short form?
I'll talk. I'm Victoria Lyford. I'm in Hickory, North Carolina. I've been posting My is all about tips for the buyers or the sellers. So I usually try to be within a minute just because that's what can be uploaded to YouTube versus very long conversation. I tried the long one, it didn't work for me. So usually I'll just talk about, I know the most popular one for me was the down payment assistance program. I actually had buyers who reached out about it. Some tips for this, something about curb appeal, any kind of related advices to sellers and buyers. That's what I usually tend to do.
Okay, perfect. Well, now we talk different lead pillars to create the content. Let me share a few lead pillars. One of these lead, Victoria, you're using already is the educational type of. Another lead pillar just mentioned local market knowledge, right? Local spots, local news. This is another lead that we can build behind the scene of the business. That works really well. I know if you follow Instagram, yesterday I made a post that performed really well. I got 12 leads out of the blue from my YouTube video back 2019 when I was talking foreclosures and the buying on auctions. 12 of the blue. So how I wanted to let I filmed a scene story explaining it in short clips. Well, are these foreclosures truly deals, or it's more of distressed properties with a lot of headaches? And that actually sparks even more conversations on social media. So you can rip off and duplicate that idea of showing the behind the scenes. You just looked at the house, you're showing behind the scenes, and this behind this actually creating trust. Another lead pillar they can suggest client stories. That works. Lifestyle and community, again, something that I've been implementing a lot. What's it really like to live in XYZ neighborhood? And personal branding, that's a lead pillar we certainly want to add to our content creation, because I hear this question a lot. And share with me if you also have this concern. Should I post on my business page or a personal page? Do you have have you ever asked yourself this question? Anybody?
Oh, yes. I've even asked you that question.
Yeah. Yes, and you heard my answer.
Yes.
It should be one person. Don't try to impersonate yourself.
Right.
No
Just be
matter
you.
what.
Yeah.
I'm posting, it's pretty creepy. When I looked at someone and there's like 5 different profiles with the same person but completely different posts. I mean, I don't think trust.
No, and that's one of the things that you and I work a lot on is me getting my profiles consistent across all my personal page, but also across all of my social media. So I have it pretty standardized now, and it's the same picture. It's all it's the same across everything. So.
All right, perfect. Thanks for sharing, Christina. So, other than the short, who feels more comfortable with other type of content creation? Anyone?
I've been good, not consistent, but I've been pretty good at taking, doing 5 YouTube about shopping centers, pubs, those kind of things. Trying to emulate a little bit here, Roman, because it's working. Find that pretty now that I've gotten used to it's I'll just take whatever wherever I happen to be, put it in CapCut, and then either make a short of it or get it in a longer form on YouTube.
All right, perfect. So I would suggest us to start where we feel comfortable. If short form content feels comfortable now, let's start there. But I want us to expand from one idea on one platform and in one form to expand into all of them. Because if you have a brilliant idea of filming, let's say, let's take that idea, what I just brought up about foreclosures, and you film a short reel about it, and you already have your thoughts running, what's stopping you from flipping the camera horizontally, hit the camera record again after you just posted, and talk more, because your is still there, thinking about the same. And you probably heard me that ideal length of the video is 18 minutes on YouTube. I don't want to press start on this because sometimes, yes, it's a lot of to talk to the camera for 18, maybe plus minutes. But even if you have a video of 8 minutes, 9, 10, and it's converted from short form with a hook, with call to action, to longer form with more value-driven video, that's already a huge step up. And you've heard from me that video editing plays the minimal role in the content creation. It's all about the idea. We can sit in your office, talk about what's it like to live in Aventura. What's the traffic even in Aventura? That's Aventura is the neighborhood where I live. That is something that's because do I really need to see the video of the traffic in order for me to understand that it's pretty crazy to the intersection near a mall, and it might take you a couple hours to pass just 2 traffic lights? Well, it's important for you to know if you choose to live in Aventura. It's pretty big deal to me. But I can explain short form content, then turn that long form content and turn it into a post on blog post, because we all know that blog posts right now is driving what AI picks up about us. And the biggest ways to influence it: YouTube, number 1, your website, number 2, and third, I would say that those listicles. The listicles, I mean, on Google and comments on Reddit. These are a little effective way to influence compared to your consistent posts on YouTube website, and maybe even a little bit of social media as well. See someone messaging me? No? In comments? Anyone? All right.
Yeah, it was me, Roman.
Oh, Lori, just unmute yourself. As I said, it's Mastermind.
Hi. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to, then somebody else always jumps in, so I thought I better type instead. Sorry, you were saying that the algorithm recognizes their vlog posts. Which did you say?
Post, this is the text post you incorporate into your website. That has, in my, the highest impact.
Okay.
Because the further your website, the better Google understands where your website located and what is that website about. And as all AI run Google search, maybe a little bit of Bing search, but mostly on Google search, especially Gemini, 100%, Perplexity, 100% on YouTube, then that's how we can get leads, most importantly, seller leads organically. That's how I'm searching for stuff. I'm trying to type out my criteria, and I'm searching for restaurants, individuals based on AI suggestions. And the beauty of it, compared to Google search, there is no ads yet. Believe me, they're coming pretty soon. You're gonna see ads in the lower tier of AI platforms. We're gonna have AIs that are ads free. I think the price is gonna go up, but for cheaper versions, we're gonna see ads, and that's just the future. For now, we can modify what AI offers to our potential clients by creating this content. That's why I believe this content is so important these days, because we're in the era of pivoting from search to ask. And when I get the answer from ChatGPT, quite frankly, I switching slowly from ChatGPT to Gemini gives you much, much better answers. Either way, I trust these answers. I even know that it makes a lot of mistakes, but in terms of suggestions, I call these
Fantastic. Roman, I just want to hi to everybody. I live in Canada, Niagara Falls, Canada, and it is like literally freezing here, and our furnace is broken. So if you see me with a blanket, that's why. It's like 26 in Fahrenheit. It's cold. But
Lori,
also,
I think you'll move to Florida.
I want to come to Cocoa Beach, Lee. Can you find me a house?
I can do that. I can find you
Thanks.
several.
Thank you.
bingo.
Thank you. I was doing a long YouTube video yesterday, and all the footage I got off of Sora, which is part of ChatGPT, which is fantastic because it is so ugly right now. We're in between seasons. So just wanted to maybe add that in case anybody, if that was helpful to.
Yeah, absolutely. To add, Sora is a great source. VO3 that is included in Gemini, paid version. It's creating even content than Sora, more accurate, I would say. Sora can create just more of a generic like view of a mountain, but with Gemini, you can make you talking or take a listing picture and turn it into video, VO3, how you want the camera to slide. In the same way, works. Please don't and subscribe. All of that just explaining what's available. But since you brought that up, I think they have all strengths and weaknesses. If you want maximum accuracy, VO3 by Gemini, in my opinion, is way ahead of the game with all other AI generation, video generation. All right.
Good to know. Thank you.
All right. Very good. So, how we can turn this wheel, if you will, to right. First, it all comes down to come up with ideas that are relevant to your, just giving generic advice to general public and hope that would stick is strategy. But going in and into very specific audience and understanding what interests this audience will not necessarily exclude anyone, but makes you audience specific agent, right? We can't create the same content on relocation and real estate investors and first-time home buyers and for the people who are selling to move to home. These are completely topics and completely different style and in different platforms. As I would suggest starting your content game with keeping in mind very specific group of people and the problem you're solving for them. I like this example. You probably heard me making this example with Dave on the calls when I say Dave Ramsey created very specific answer to the very specific, which is depth. If we see Dave Ramsey content, it's always about depth. Doesn't mean that he refuses to other topics, but that's what we remember and that's what we recognize. So talking to a specific group of people will also get you business from others. But if we're talking to everyone, we're not talking to anyone. So second, in this content creation wheel, I suggest starting from the lead. So the type of content you're comfortable. If you're like Lee, who really enjoys making short form, let's get that piece of content out first. Get it filmed, get it well thought through. But instead of stopping there and posting, let's think how we can keep going to distribute and repurpose this type of content. So the second step is to create longer form content. Longer form content repurposed from the short form. Your ideas, your mindset, your focus be, if you just film short form, keep the camera rolling, film another video. Then where we were moving next, repurposing long form content into a podcast. This is your audio. You take the audio, there's many different ways for you to extract video. Boom, you have your podcast in a second without doing any manual work. Now we can upload this content into platforms like Spotify for creators. And for those who enjoy, we're going to have this way for them to consume. I personally love podcasts. I would listen to podcasts in the gym, on the treadmill particularly, versus watching a YouTube video. I feel awkward when people can see what I watch. But if it's a podcast and you have audience within your sphere who would listen to it, why wouldn't we give them without any extra work? I wouldn't necessarily, if you really microphone and good at podcasts, it can be your first way of creating content from podcast, and then maybe the next time you're talking, you just turn the camera on and you do the same thing. But my point is, let's give your audience the way of consuming that is convenient for them, right? Now, when we have this long form content, the podcast, I don't see why we take the transcription of this video, run it through ChatGPT, and now we have a post on our website. Now now when ChatGPT determines if this is the right agent for the person who's asking me about, he does extensive research on you. He's not just checking your website. He wants to check that, oh, Lori posting about this on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and posting on the website and maybe posting on Reddit. Why not? And everything is consistent. Then ChatGPT will make the out of hundreds of thousands of agents choose particular one. Maybe not hundreds, but thousands of agents, I would say. So now we have a blog post. Now we have all this content. Now it's time for. So I wanted to, again, I started talking too much. I wanted to keep it conversational. Tell me how you your content other than just posting on these platforms. Can anyone share?
Yeah, I do I do a newsletter to my clients, past clients, and my sphere of influence, the status of the market, some other helpful hints like seasonal things like snap or fall, clean your vents or change your batteries or whatever the case may be. That's what I do.
All right, email marketing. Yeah, absolutely. Putting this in the email would be great. Who else? This is
Yeah, this is Christina, Central Ohio. I'm doing a blog once a week, and then I take that blog and I turn it into an email, and then I put the link to the blog in the email, and I email my entire database. So,
Okay.
and as I get sometimes I get questions back, or I will call and engage that person on the phone. And then that blog also into my long form YouTube content as well for the week. So that's kind of how I've been doing it.
Right, that's good. All right. Anyone else repurposing distribution?
Christina, can you explain that in a little more detail, please?
So I will do a blog post on the website of a particular, whatever I want to do for that week, right? And basically, I at the beginning of the year, I went into ChatGPT and I did some work in there, and I had it give me a calendar of every week of the year and different. Some of them are seller based, some of them are buyer based. It's heavy seller, and I also work with a lot of investors, so I have some investor based things too. So anyway, during the week, and I start getting I utilize ChatGPT to help me with that because Roman gave me the blog writer thing in there, and I have it kind of tuned in to sound me. So then I post the blog on the website, and then immediately thereafter, I take that link to that page or that specific blog post, and then I go in and to my entire database, and I will write a quick teaser email. It's not the whole blog. It's a teaser email. If you want to know more about this, here's my blog post. Here's the link to the blog post.
And it goes right back to your website.
Yeah, and then there's a call to action to me, right? Like if you want to talk about any or whatever my call to action is. And then that blog post into then the subject of that blog post, not like verbatim the subject of the blog post, I then make like a long form YouTube video of. And then
Okay.
I'm trying to do better with the shorts because I was just cutting the YouTube video into shorts, but now I'm kind of just doing more free form.
Kind of going backwards.
Yeah. Not backwards, listen to Roman. That's how he told me to do it. So I start with the long form, and sometimes I'll chop it down into shorts, and then I have the shorts all on YouTube also. But
Right.
and I was posting on my social media, but I have found that I get way more movement on my social or attention on the social media if I just talk about that subject free form, like quick short. So some of my videos are, I think my best like 13,000 views on Facebook and Instagram combined. But I'll usually get 1,000, maybe 1,800 views typically. So
Cool.
shorter stuff. But I'm trying to be more fun and more myself on the shorter stuff because that definitely gets way more views.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, anyone else wants to add on distribution?
Yesterday, speaking of yesterday, I had a website for the section of for buyers and I got the blog out and posted to Facebook and also LinkedIn, and it populated into with the first time program, how to start, how to saving. It's very basic first step for the home buyers because my market is very, very tough for the first time buyers because of median price is so high. So Also, then, in a week, I'll put the first time home buyers as a grant assistance. So I'll mention that. So I'm planning to do first time home buyers series every week. In LinkedIn and Facebook, I thought Instagram was a little too long to post that content, so I didn't post in Instagram.
All right, we need to start somewhere. Good. Thanks for sharing. Anyone else? All right, let me make a so first of all, for your video, I'm asked, is this appropriate to chop long form video into shorts and then post them on the feed? Well, yes and no, because when you post long for your feed and feed distributes to people who don't follow you, that's how algorithm of Instagram, it distributes to strangers and they like, what is that? Like, this is the piece of taken out of the long form video. How that will affect what you can do. Couple things with this long form to short form. Number one, repost these shorts into shorts of you tagging long form video. If it will resonate with someone on shorts, they will come in the entire video, and it actually positively affecting your number of on the larger form content. Second way for you to make some adjustments and record your hook and action for this reel posts. I'm gonna say, if it's on neighborhood, are you tired of traffic in Aventura? And then you talk about, you start the video about like let's say a neighborhood with more style living. You put this stuff content, and then you're gonna say, if you'd like to get relocation guide, or you'd like to get a link to the post, would like to live in a different location, comment word, then this stuff content will be repurposed. However, we talk the distribution, and I'm froze. I apologize. Let me fix my camera. All right, here we go. And another way of you repurposing your content is putting it in a link in bio and promoting it to your audience in stories. And why this is better than your reels? Because these people, they're already looking at you. They already trust you. They followed you. They consume in your content. And now when you ask them to go to your link in bio and click on the link and watch the video, they're very likely to follow what you ask them to do. When you ask complete strangers, and they be like, seriously, to link in bio and watch someone's video for 20 minutes? I don't have time for that. So asking them to watch the video through your link bio is another way for you to distribute it. And as well as posting your video on Facebook feed, it's also positively affecting your views on YouTube. And believe me, this is how the algorithm works. You're not going to get direct clicks, as many direct clicks from Facebook to YouTube. Facebook doesn't like that. Facebook likes to sell his own ads, and YouTube wants to sell his ads. However, YouTube can see that there's a link posted on Facebook, and then you're going to get views to see, well, the way algorithm thinks, oh, if this video posted on YouTube, on Facebook, then this is something serious, something interesting is shared. Let me push it further in to the newer how it performs. So especially if you make a post on Facebook and you start DM conversation, I think they call just direct messages on Facebook, saying like, hey, I just posted a video. Especially we want to talk to people who that matters most. I don't want you to a random person asking them to watch the video. I'm talking about, all right, Lee, I'll see you next time, problem. I'm talking about people who would really watch this. Imagine you have a client who's about to relocate to Miami. Hey, I just posted a video about Miami neighborhood. I thought that would be useful. Would you like, if you'd like to check it out, it's on my Instagram, on my Facebook feed. Now they're gonna go in, click, and that's what YouTube loves. When people start clicking and leaving Facebook and go to YouTube and watch your video. It's like, oh, I'm so good stealing clients, I'm stealing from another platform, from my competitor's platform. So that's something that we can also do to create distribution. But I want to kind of, so far before, do you have any questions about what I just presented or shared with you or what we discussed?
I do, Roman.
Please.
So you're suggesting now suggest taking maybe doing a short video on Facebook and then putting in the comment area the link to the YouTube. Just say it's below in the link. Is that your suggestion? Because I've seen that done a lot.
Well, you can do the link and the video. You can have text. I just as simple as, hey, I just posted a new long form on YouTube about living in XYZ neighborhood, and the link, because it's easier to see in the feed. No problem, Christina. I'll see you next time. I understand. If you're gonna have one to watch and then another link to click, that's just way too much for them to do. But short text with call to action and the link to YouTube. But again, Facebook will hide your YouTube as much as they can. Don't expect organic clicks unless you ask someone in DM. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And on Instagram, no way for you to put the link in any posts. The only place where you can put the link is just link in bio. All other links, they're not going to be hyperlinked. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Good. All right. So just a quick recap. First, picking up your ideal client. Picking up the pillars we discussed: local markets, buying, selling, education, behind the scenes, client story, lifestyle and community, personal brand, and values. These are the pillars just standing on top of my mind. If you have anything else, share with us or think about it, bring it to the one-on-one call. But what I want us to do before we wrap up, as you probably, again, I froze. I apologize. I need to pay more attention. All right. I don't want us to leave without very specific thing to do. So I want to start slow, picking up one platform that you enjoy. I know we covered a lot, many different ways. Let's pick one platform. And then out of this one platform, pick one target audience. And then out of this one target audience, we pick three, and start making content one platform, and then gradually starting adding other platforms to the list. Because I would rather you to post consistently on Instagram with this target audiences and the content have the lead, rather than trying to spread your attention across all the platforms and not creating content at all. And then one content format for next 30 days. I ask you to shoot me an email after this meeting on what would be the target audience, 3 lead pillars, and what one content format you stick to for the next 30 days. Like I said, it can be social media, it can be YouTube, it can be one thing that you committed to stick for the next 30 days, not even 90, 30. The camera doesn't like me for some reason today. Keep freezing, like you, Lori, but I'm on the screen. All right, I'll switch to my other just so I can wave at you, say it was great to see you all.
Thanks, Roman.
Hope you learned something new.
Thank you.
Looking forward to see you all at the next coaching session. Bye-bye.